Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of What's in the Lunchbox? So you might be asking, did they go to a funeral or something?
Because we actually are dressed
Not in t-shirt and jeans.
non-t-shirts.
No, we did not go to a funeral. It was picture day, and so of course we had to look, more
had to
professional than we normally do.
Try to look like teachers.
Here we are, coming to you from picture day, ready to talk about what's in the lunchbox this week. So, what is in the lunchbox? It was
A TV.
a TV. Now, unfortunately, you being middle and me being early, we are old enough to know what this type of TV is.
I do have memories of a very large tube TV that I or my brother was in charge of getting up and changing the channel.
Yeah,
when
so
we needed
on
to.
this baby, you used to have to actually get up from the couch or the floor, wherever you were sitting, and there's these little dials down here where you had to turn the TV. Sometimes you even had to tune.
Oh yeah, you
it
gotta change the antennas.
Yep,
Somebody's
and then you're
standing with
yelling.
their arms and legs
You're
up.
yelling like, fix it, fix it.
Also, you gotta change the volume.
Yep,
too.
volume was on there, and you only had maybe 5-7 channels or something
at
like that. It was
best.
basically like the news and TGI Friday or something like that. Anyways, then you felt like you've won the lottery when your parents could say hey, we're gonna get cable, and then a more maybe updated TV kind of came into the picture, but then another box came into your house that allowed more channels and more opportunities to watch TV. But it also brought with it a remote, right? So now you're like, whoa, I don't have to get up anymore. Still couldn't pause it. So commercials where you're trying to go get snacks, to go to the bathroom, all that fun stuff. All of this stuff that you had to perfectly time. You
so
guys will
crazy.
never know. Anyways, it came with a remote. Well, then maybe you were lucky enough to get a VCR for your VHS tapes. And so that brought another remote. So now you're piling up to okay, a TV remote, a cable remote, a VCR remote, and then you got really cool and lucky and you got a sound system, surround sound, which also brought another remote. So now you've got...
And then technology updated, so now you have a DVD player because VHS players are so a thing of the past.
So you have five remotes that were lost in the couch cushions and all that jazz. Well, guess what? They finally made what makes sense, a universal remote. And that universal remote holds the control of your life. Everything on that remote is something that controls something in the house. Your TV, your sound, your garage door opener, your fridge, your ice maker. I don't know, you name it, it's probably controlled by this remote.
By this.
But why are we talking about TVs and remotes? Well, because we're actually talking about that word I just said, control. Yeah, control. There's lots of Bible stories about control. Because who ultimately holds control?
God, Jesus. Yeah, our Bible story today that we are specifically focused on is a man who's been possessed by demons, by evil spirits. And Jesus encounters him. It's on Sabbath, so it's a day of rest. And so the Pharisees are very closely watching Jesus to see if he does any work or not. It's a day of rest, and he encounters this man who's possessed by demons. And God knows this is no way for this man to live. And so he looks straight at the man and addresses the demons, and he says, "Get out." And the demons do. They listen to him because Jesus has that kind of control. And so the people around them were amazed. They just were blown away. Who is this that even the demons listen to him? And they just couldn't get over the fact that this person had this much power to drive out demons. And so it all boils down to what you said, control. Did Jesus want to control the evil spirits just because he's a control freak and because he likes to be able to do this kind of thing? No, he drove out the demons because he knew that that's what was best for this person. Jesus wants control of our lives because he knows what's best for us, not because he just wants us to be his little puppets and do exactly what he wants.
No, because life would be so much easier if that's the kind of control
better.
he had. Because guess what? We would just be like little soldiers and going, yep, okay, God is in control.
Tell me what to do next.
Do it next time. We wouldn't have sin. We wouldn't have trouble. We wouldn't have any of that because we would be like little puppets that are just controlled by the master. But that's not the kind of control we're talking about here with Jesus. Jesus has a loving control.
A loving control. And he has given us every resource that we need to live a life according to his wishes. He's given us his word. We are baptized children of God. We have him in us as part of us. And so we have what we need to lead the best possible lives. But we know that through all things and in all things, God is in control. He's got this. We don't have to worry. We don't even have to get up and change the channel. Nope. God has got it for us.
Let him take it. Go for it. Here's my universal remote. All right. Well, with that being said, it is time for...
What's in the lunchbox?
All right, what do we have today?
Today we have a canoe.
Oh.
There's actually quite a few boat stories in the Bible, so we might be good.
So I'm thinking, like Noah's boat was probably a little bit bigger than that
Slightly
canoe,
larger.
I mean, that would still be fun to see.
With Jesus in the boat, you can smile through the storm. Smile through the storm.
All right. Well, we have our work cut out for us. Join us next week as we figure out how boat and the Bible go together. See you then.
Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.